today I want to talk about wiring your bonsai trees. I've got here with me today two of these cute little trees. This is called Brunos Mahal. It originates from Turkey. Very nice little tree. I've got two styles here and I want to talk about wiring, and because they need wiring, and we will be putting wires and cutting them a little bit to ensure that they give us a nice structure on the future. Let's talk about this first. I've searched for a nice front because we need to find a front for the tree, and this is quite cute, but I don't know, it kind of goes away from us and I don't like that. This is also a nice front, but I like it kind of like this. Kind of like this. The trunk goes right and down, goes up, goes left, goes like this, and I want it to go right. I'm gonna cut some of these longer pieces. I'm gonna cut this hole because I don't need it in my design. Okay, and I'll be putting this in water, and with a little bit of luck I will propagate them. Same with this other tree. Again, I'm looking for the best front. I'm looking especially at the base of the tree. This is not good. I like it like this, but this branch is pointing in our eyes and this is never good. So I think if I turn it around a little bit like this will be, and wire this to the left, this will be a nice front. So let's start with this twisty one. I got a piece of wire here, and first of all I'm gonna plant it firmly in the ground, okay, and I will start from the bottom and let's see if I can work my way up. Okay. I'm gonna use this wire for the trunk, okay? And now I'm gonna put a slightly slimmer wire for the little branch, just in the same manner like the first one. This is a little tricky here. And now I will go up my little branch. Making sure I don't damage the little buds. So what we'll do now is just cut this branch here, cut this branch here, cut the stump, make a nice cut here. Okay, I've got a nice cut here. So I'm gonna go a little bit more in the back, and I will try to bend this also. Kind of like this, but down and up again. Okay, so this is how my little tree looks like now. What I want to do is take care of that big cut. This is not a big cut here, I don't care about that, but I want to take care of this cut here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some wound paste, some cutting paste, if I can. Oh, it's cold, and I'm gonna make a little ball. It's too big. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of water, spray the cutting paste a little bit, and place it onto the wound. It's quite big, but it's fine. What's amazing with this Japanese cutting paste, a little bit more water. What's great about this, it's professional, and it doesn't turn itself into a rock. Okay, when the wound begins to close, and it closes enough, the paste will just fall off on its own. So that's one of the reasons this is very good. So let's talk about the other little tree, and I said that I want it kind of like this. I want to get a neat view of this body, but I cannot put it quite like this because of this branch. Okay, and I'm gonna put it a little bit like this. Okay, so first things first, I want to cut down on these long branches. So this will be my new leader, and I'm gonna cut it right about here, and I'm gonna cut this also. I'm just looking for some buds, because I need to leave at least 2 buds on it. So I'm gonna cut it here. This being a lower branch, I'm not gonna cut it right now. With this one, I want to come in with some thick wires. I'm gonna choose a 3mm wire. Again, I'm gonna try to look for a little spot and up the tree. It's pretty hard to do this, and also film. And I have one wire. Let's put another wire. Ideally, it's to put it parallel with the other one. Okay, and now I'm gonna put it like this. Again, I need to be careful not to damage the buds too much. So let's cut on the excess. Okay, and now I can try to straighten this up and use this as a kind of a secondary branch like this. Let's see if we can bend it a little bit more and go up again. This is quite nice. Now I'm only left with the little branch here, a 2.5 now. Again, be careful with the little buds. Quite some workout for the fingers. Okay. I'm good now. And I want to, first of all, I want to push it down a little bit. And then I will go like this. Yeah, this is kind of nice. I kind of like it. Kind of like this with the front. And now we're good to go. So these are my 2 liter Brunos Mahal. I kinda like them. If you like them too, please leave a comment. And now let's get moving to the bigger stuff. So this is my Ficus Benjamina forest. I've grown it from little, very thin like this, okay, seedlings. It's now grown pretty good, and it's about 3 years old since I've planted the little seedlings. Of course, they didn't have roots, so as you can see, it has grown pretty fast. That's why I'm recommending ficuses for beginners, because they grow pretty fast and you can do something very nice out of them. I've got a little problem here. I've got a little gap here, and we need to form a crown like a dome. Okay, we need a dome like this shaped crown. So I've got a little hole here, and I'm thinking on putting some wires to pull on this trunk, on these branches from this trunk, just a little bit, and I think that will be all with this. I'm taking a 2mm wire and I'm gonna wire these 2 branches together, and let's just start right away. Now with the other. Okay, and just like that, I'm gonna pull on them. So now my tree looks a little bit better. My composition, okay, my tree, not my tree, my composition. Bonsai forests are quite a challenge, a very big challenge on the design level, okay, because you not only you have to have beautiful individual trees, but they have to form a nice whole image. So this is my little ficus forest. This is in a 30 centimeter spot, and I'm thinking of transferring it into a 40 centimeters because it looks kind of crowded, and maybe on the future I'll add more individual trees, okay, at the back, smaller trees, but I'm just thinking about it because I lack space. For me it's a problem with the space, and this is quite a big tree, and it will be of course bigger when it gets the nice crown. So next I want to remove all of these wires on this ficus because they're put on about almost 2 months ago, and they're starting to bite from the bark of the branches. To make this work, unfortunately I would say, you will need wire cutters, okay? Because it's not a good idea to remove the wires by hand, okay? Because you could damage the tree, and that's not a good thing, of course. It takes time, but it's a professional way to do it, and it's better if you do it like this. Just be careful with these smaller branches not to cut the branch when you're cutting the wires. And a good wire cutter will save you a lot of time, but this is not the best wire cutters in the world, but it will have to do for now. And little by little you will take them off. You can see that the branches remain in place. That means that the wires, they did their job, and that is very good, because if you take the wires off too fast, the branches will not stay bent like you want them to stay, and you have to put another set of wires back again. So even if they bite a little bit on the branches, it's better to let them bite a little bit, and then you will know that the wires can come off. So of course always start from the tip of the branch and work your way down towards the trunk. Just be very careful. It takes a little bit of practice, but in the end you'll get used to it. We need to do this. We need to put wires on our trees, and we need to take them off when the job is done. Okay, I'm closing down to the base of the tree, little by little. And this I can take off just with my hand, and there we go. So you can see that the wires left some scars here, here, here. They bite into the tree quite fast because this is a Ficus microcarpa, and this has a very fast growth rate. So they have left a scar here, but this is not a problem because this being a very fast growing tree, it will heal over very good and very fast. So that's it for today. This is my little ficus planted on a rock that is a volcanic rock. It's a root of a rock style. We'll be unveiling that rock, but little by little. I think it will take at least 1 if not 2 years to clean it up and leave only the roots showing. So now the wires are off. As you can see, all the branches stay put. Okay, so the wire has done its job. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please share, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the little notification bell. Goodbye and thank you very much.